Just a video of my tomato plants. I've never done it this way growing them. I just have a straight line, and those are plastic PVC, about $4 a piece, and 3 old fence posts I had, and I had an old joiner laying around. You can see it doesn't even fit it right up here in the middle. I just ran 2 screws in on both ends, and then I bought this netting off of Amazon. I thought, well, let's try this rather than having, as you see over here, these old wooden cages I made 20 years ago. This one. So what would have normally probably been a total of 7 tomatoes maybe with the cages, and that's actually a smaller cage than what most of them I have. Now there's 15 tomato plants here, and they've grown so much better, and all you do is take the tops and stick them back through the webbing. Now I do have some places where they got really big sticking out, and I took old pantyhose and cut the legs off and strung them with the pantyhose. Keeps them still able to kind of bounce in the wind. There, you can see some back in there. And my wife picks them up at the secondhand stores, I guess. And a lot of times, even though there's actually new ones in a package she gets for like a dime or something when they're getting rid of them, but they're really, really good for tying up your tomato plants without damaging them. I just thought I'd share this. I normally don't ever put anything up. Just see, this area was actually all dense trees. We cut them all out this spring. This is my little flower garden I put in front of it just because everybody knows marigolds carry pyrethrin in their roots. And if you just let the roots die, the pyrethrin stays in the soil for as long as 5 years, I've read. All of these are plants I grew from seeds. Then I put dill, and you can see basil. And I had some extra pepper plants, so I threw them in, and they're doing amazingly well. They're huge and hard to see down there, but I dumped a package of basil, and I've got basil everywhere underneath everything. So anyway, I just wanted to show this. This webbing is amazing. It's $12 for like 50 feet. They're 6-inch squares, and I had a little left over, so those are my beans, and that's an old bed frame of my son, who's now 35, but it was when he was in college. So instead of throwing it out, I thought, well, makes a hillbilly trellis. It works good for me. Those are green beans I put on it, but I just thought this is just amazing to me how well it's turned out. And all I do then is when I have to tie some in, you can see that I just tie it on, stretch the nylon around, and away it goes. Much better than all that plastic thin stuff they give you. These, you can see, you can bounce the plant up and down. It doesn't bother it. And these plants are about 48 days old. And anybody that grows tomatoes will know, and the reason they look a little white is because I sprayed them all with a copper fungicide, which you can get on Amazon. You just put it in a pump up sprayer and put it on. It's natural. It's not a chemical that can hurt you. And you can see that's what that white tinge is. And that lasts about 3 weeks. But the good thing is it stops the fungus problem that you get when it's really hot and humid. I've been really happy with this so far. It's amazing. And like I say, I used really expensive products. There's 6 foot of, there are 8 foot sections of the PVC piping. Like I say, I think they were $6 the most. And the handyman's secret weapon, duct tape. And there's the garden guard, our little dog. Her name's Mika. She runs the backyard, which means that any bird can come because she likes every animal. So, but yeah, you can't see probably in the video. I've got hundreds of tomatoes. I'll be giving so much to the retirement home and to the pantry in town, and I've got 4 different types here. I've got cloudy days. I've never used those before. They were made in North Ireland or Scotland, I believe. So they're supposed to work even if it's cloudy and cool, and it's not been the problem here. And I have Boxcar Willie's. Praxis is a guy online that I believe a lot of stuff he says. He lives in Exira, Iowa. Really good at what he does, and he recommended them. So I didn't get them last year, but I got them this year, and so far they've been great. And then I've got the San Maranos, which are aroma tomato. And then the other ones that we have here are just your regular beefsteak that I tried some, and also tried some in one in a bag this year. I just wanted to see, and it's done amazingly well. But with anything in a self-contained environment, I've got to feed it more than I think than the other ones I have. But I think I'm pretty much done them all the same. I shouldn't say that. I feed them all the same time. And I feed them a liquid fertilizer. I don't feed them a pelleted or hard stuff. Actually, I use some stuff that I got online specifically for tomatoes, and I just mix it with a sprayer and then spray the plants, and they absorb it through the leaves and also through the root. But I just wanted to show you this. Not so much about tomato plants, it's just how amazing this thing has worked. Just incredible. So thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy this. But it'd be really good in a real tight environment where a person doesn't have a lot of space, and you could just use like 1 piece of PVC and put 4 plants in if you had to, and away you go. So thanks. And also remember, if you want really good tomato plants, move them from the spot that they're in every year if you can do that.